Coaches, everybody knows that air raid likes to throw the ball short and high percentage, but how do you set up the deep pass with the air raid offense? Today we're going to do a case study with the UCF Knights. Stay tuned. Coaches, welcome back to Air Raid Nation. This is Coach Coltharp again. Got a great video today. I think you'll like it. We're going to talk about throwing the ball deep, and we've been looking at a lot of UCF. I got a kid of mine who's committed to UCF. Really excited about the job that Coach Heupel and his staff are doing down there. Obviously, they have really big air raid chops down at UCF, so I'm really excited to have a relationship with those guys. So I looked at a little bit of their film, and I wanted to see how they set up the deep ball. So we're going to look at some stuff here in a few minutes to talk about that. But hey, if these are the kind of videos you like these little case studies, these number videos that we've been doing lately, make sure you like the video, share it, leave a comment on the video. And if you haven't subscribed, as in half of you guys haven't, I really would appreciate it, man. We're really close to 4,000. And, I don't know when we're getting back to football here in North Carolina. So we're going to start making a few more videos. We were supposed to be getting ready for our first scrimmage in a couple of days, but now we can't even start until the middle of September at the earliest. So all that being said, let's jump into the video. All right, guys, here we are over in our Team Extreme software. We got a couple of cut-ups from UCF versus Stanford. And I want to show you a couple of plays so you can kind of understand how UCF sets up the deep ball early in this game. And so we're going to look at the third play of the game. They started it off with a little orbit motion, and then they're going to come back and then they throw a quick game. But then watch this. They're just going to throw a little flare to the back. And you're like, Coach, why are you showing us a flare to the back and we're talking about deep balls? Because really, watch what it does. You know right here, you're in man coverage on the edge. And then now they're kind of eyeing everybody else. And so now the defense has to be aware of this back coming out of the backfield. And I can't tell you guys enough. Listen, when you get in trouble with the air raid, throw the back. Throw the back. So many times guys want to six-man protect and hold the back end, check and release. Coach, I can't. I'm telling you, if you will swing the back and get your quarterback comfortable with just flipping his hips and throwing it to the flat, you will see very quickly how vanilla defenses get to you, because you have a great athlete. And for a lot of us, this is the best guy on our team, catching the ball out of the backfield and putting stress on the perimeters of the defense. So you can see that's a really, really important play, because how it's going to open up the underneath coverage, but also kind of influence the corners to say, wait a minute, I got to come up and protect that edge. So looking at that play, then we're going to go down to play 7, I believe it is. And there, it's 3rd and 15. And it's really interesting, because here we go. And we're talking about this underneath coverage. They're just going to kind of run like a little glance route down here on the bottom with a little hitch stop. And I want you to pay close attention to the bottom of the screen, to number 6. Okay, you see how he just kind of hitches up, and you have the two ends here, and it's 3rd and 15. Pretty good play design. They're going to give you a little bit of a max protect look out of the 20 personnel, and give them a good chance to set up and just throw it in the hole right there. That's a really, really big play, because now it's coming back. Now watch number 6 at the bottom again. My fault. Let me go to the next one. That sets that up. They're going to get that first down, and then here they go again. Now, this time number 6 doesn't stop, and then they back shoulder him into the end zone. And that's really cool, because you got to understand what they were doing was, using, let me see if I can rewind it real quick. They were using that previous play, okay, look at 22. He gets caught on the glance, because the last time, what did he do? He stopped. Remember I told you that. I said, pay attention to number 6. He stopped on that hitch right there last time. It's the same looking route. The glance comes inside. He's playing 1-2. Inside guy's playing 2-1. They don't switch it off. And then it's a great ball by the quarterback there. So just a really, really good example of just using space and route combinations to get there on that. And then right off of that same kind of idea, you're going to see them again here in a few minutes when they get in a little bit more trouble. I believe it's number 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're going to get into a little bit more trouble here. And then here you see on the first down, they're just going to run the ball. Bang, give it to the back. All right, so now we're talking about, okay, coach, we've thrown the back, we've run the back, we've run a couple of slant routes, glances. We have a wheel route to get deep. Now, what are we doing to push the defense up? Because here we are, we're 14 points in, and we're in good shape right there. And then, so let's come back now. It's first and 10. Good time to take a shot. Let's see what they're going to do. And basically what it is another one of those in-swinging routes. It's kind of that deep slant glance route again. And remember, on the other side of that, watch what happens. Look at the top of the screen right here. Remember, he's hitching it up. See? They're just running slant shoot with a little bit of hitch right there. Boom, okay? Really, really important to watch these route combinations and how simple it is for to get deep balls when you're completing bat passes underneath and doing things. And just look, he just ball fakes it, boom, let me throw it into the grass, we'll complete it and keep it moving. Now watch play 12. This is why play design is so important, guys. Same kind of formation, ball fake, whoop, give him a little head fake, bang, gone. So it's the same look he just gave him, and then on the very next play, he gives him the hitch and go. And so, like I said, UCF does a really, really good job of setting up the deep ball. This is in the first quarter, and they're already up 21-0. They're going to score here in a second. And 2 of the 3 touchdowns were deep balls. One was off a wheel route. The other one was off of the hitch and go. But the important part was, like I said, you remember the play before. We go back to play 11. Look at the top of the screen. I know the bottom of the screen is the slant, and all he's doing is throwing grass. But there's somebody in the box that's looking at this, and this brings me up a good point. If you don't have your coaches assigned to look at certain things, you're really doing yourself a disservice. What we usually do is we have one guy that watches one side of the field, the other guy watches the other side of the field, even if they don't coach that guy. So let's say you have an inside receivers coach or outside receivers coach. One guy needs to watch the weak side combination, the other guy needs to watch top side combination. You can't tell me that the guy in the box didn't see that right there. Look at this right here. See that hitch? And this guy knows this guy just went to the sticks and stepped down. That's a first down. I can't give that up. Okay, so look at him. He's like, oh man, oh man, oh man. All right. You got to have your coaches assigned to certain guys. Make sure they're looking so they know, hey, coach, that hitch was wide open up there. He really didn't bite on it very hard. And so then the very next play, they didn't even wait around for it. It wasn't like it was 3 or 4 plays later. Here it is, down a distance, pretty decent, second and whatever. And here it is, bang. And he just gives him the little stick nod, and that's just a heck of a ball. And also watch this kid run his track. He doesn't get himself pushed outside. He's not fading. He stacks back on top, and that's just a great ball by the quarterback right there. So hopefully that's just a couple of just examples for you to be able to check that out. I would say this to you: make sure that you're assigning your coaches. Make sure you got one guy looking over here, one guy looking over there. And these are things how you can just get tags up. That same route, that little glance, that wheel route was just a tag, but they saw when they ran the hitch or the deep comeback or whatever you want to call it, the guy just didn't even stop. And so now he's getting over to the sideline or whatever saying, hey, look, now don't let that go. Don't let that go. But they're doing it so fast as far as, they're not waiting 4 and 5 plays. They say, okay, look, that hitch is in that guy's mind right now, so we're going to run the exact same route or exact same looking route the very next play. So they're doing a really good job of reinforcing what they're showing the defense. They're not waiting 4 and 5 plays to set it up, kind of like old school how we used to do. So in the air raid, it's really important, man. If you see a tag, take a tag. Okay, that's probably my big advice for the video. If you see a tag, take a tag. Don't wait for it. All right, don't save it for later, man. Go ahead and get it. Get it while you can get it, because you never know what you're gonna see. So if you have an opportunity to get it, see a tag, take a tag. All right. Hey, once again, guys, this has been Coach Coltharp. I appreciate this little short video today. This is a little something I threw together just to kind of share with you guys. I know football across the country right now is just crazy. Like I said, in North Carolina, I don't know what we're doing. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, check us out. Go over to the website 92meshgroup.com. We got some great stuff over there for you to look at. And as always, spin it to win.